immediately.
So we've just come up against the kind of security that these people have. The worry, though, is now they've taken our details. If they Google me, they can find out what it is that I do and where I come from. If they search for you, they can find out that that isn't your real name. They've also got our details for the show. The concern is now they could work out what we're doing, and we may not have a show at all on Saturday. That's our concern.
Faith healing doesn't just affect those in pursuit of a miracle. John Edwards was a practicing preacher working apparent miracles at his ministry. His daughter died, aged 14, from a brain tumour, after he delayed seeking medical help, believing instead that God would heal her. After 10 years, he became disillusioned with faith healing and bravely told his congregation the truth. I asked him about some of the healing techniques being used.
What you do is you start pumping the meeting. We're having a healing meeting. Evangelist so-and-so is going to be here this week. If you know someone that's sick, get them here. They're going to get healed. And you're emphatic about it. They will get healed. I don't care if they got AIDS, birth defects, cancer, diabetes, anything, they're going to get healed. So there's already the adrenaline's running. It's hypnotic. If you have 300 people there, somebody's got a toothache, somebody's got a backache, somebody's got upset tummy or a headache, and he would say, tell me how long your head's been hurting. Do you believe that when they lay hands on you that you'll be healed?
Yes.
And they're, Jesus! Like that. Adrenaline shoots through the body, the pain's gone.
Yeah.
So they're going to come off the floor and they're going to say, I'm healed. Well, they got healed of stuff adrenaline will fix. But when it comes to a paraplegic, a brain tumor, Down syndrome, amputees, have you ever seen meetings where amputees got their legs back?
No. It seems to be missing,
Now my definition of miracle is different.
Yeah.
Back then, if you had a toothache and it went away, that was a miracle.
Yeah.
This is so difficult. This is so difficult. And I keep having to remind myself that it's important. People throw away their medicine and they die because they believe these people are healing them. People give their last penny to this movement, money they can't afford. People that don't get healed are told to blame themselves because their faith wasn't strong enough. When I speak to people that have had first-hand experience of how nasty that world can be, it keeps me going. It reminds me that it is important. We're halfway through our US adventure. Nathan's hardly had a chance to let his hair down, and today's his birthday. So we throw a surprise party in my luxurious low-ceilinged suite, complete with tacos and real American champagne. It's a welcome bit of light relief for everyone, and Nathan can leave Pastor James at the door and spend a couple of hours just being himself. Nathan's experience at the faith healing service earlier in the week made a big impression on him, and Pastor Sean Pinder was certainly not shy in front of our cameras, and so we called him up. We thought that if we could get him to our revival event on Saturday, it might help increase the attendance.
So me and my wife, listen, we're going to be there. I feel like this is a God moment, Pastor James. So I will be there.
We're treading a very fine moral line, and it's a difficult position for Nathan to be in. Having met Pastor Sean, I can see that Nathan is again having conflicting thoughts about the continuing deception.
You're doing the Lord's work, Pastor James.
We've arranged a rehearsal for Nathan and the musicians involved in the show. He's also meeting his worship leader, Brenda, for the first time. More than just a singer, Brenda's an experienced worship leader. Her job is to create the right atmosphere for the event and to get the audience into a receptive state before Pastor James takes to the stage.
So yeah, I've explained that you're going to be going through the sermon as if there was a full audience there, so you don't need to worry about that seeming, odd.
It's vital that Brenda and the band believe in Pastor James and his mission, so he needs to stay in character the whole time. But we learn that Brenda has some friends in Uganda and is keen to chat with Pastor James about his experiences there.
Yeah, I just avoid talking too much about Uganda in detail. Or enjoy it and see what you can get away with. I spent the good part of the last 10 years in Uganda.
Nathan is hitting the Ugandan issue straight on, which may be an overconfident move. and having introduced himself to Brenda and the band, they continue rehearsing whilst we discuss our game plan for the day. I tell Nathan that I think it's a good idea to rehearse the whole sermon here, which he's not happy about. And despite being in full view of everyone, a difficult exchange ensues. We're here for one thing, just to get a sense of the music will come on. So it is a good idea. And that's
do you want me to fall apart and be shit, or do you want it to be good?
No, I just want you just to bump through that a little bit.
Unbelievable. This is unbelievable. You guys keep changing stuff. Fucking believable. He was getting rather stressed and started swearing. And the bongo player heard. It's not good.
Come on, everybody, put your hands together.
I'm aware of Nathan's discomfort with this situation, but I think it's important for him to see it through, despite the obvious tension in the room.
Thank you all for having me here tonight. My name is James.
This isn't the first time that his nerves have affected Nathan in this way, and I'm concerned with how he's dealing with pressured situations. Should we move towards the end of the testimony?
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
You're doing good.
Thanks. At least somebody thinks so.
After the rehearsal, I talked to Nathan in the car park about what had happened.
How are you feeling in yourself after that? They must smell that something's a bit odd about all that. When we were having that conversation about whether you were going to give a little bit of the prayer section or not, and you were getting quite stressed about that, and you ended up going, it's fucking unbelievable, and you were seen doing that, and the bongo player kind of saw you. Don't make out one time I blow up. Just don't keep pushing something that we've agreed on, and that was what we were talking about. You can't say this is fucking unbelievable in front of the band. You can't do that, mate. If there's something you don't understand, you go, look, should we have a chat about this? You remain in character. We agreed on something, and then you seem to change that again just before I'm about to go on, as if the pressure of the situation is going to make me do whatever you want. And I agreed what I was going to do, then you changed it. If you do that just before I go on, then you're not going to get a very good performance, are you? If that happens again, if you feel there's a conflict for whatever reason, we've spoken about it, something's changed, whatever. The conflict is the answer. There's going to be a lot of conflict. We've got 2 days. There's going to be a lot of conflict between now and Saturday. There's going to be a lot of stress. You have to handle that stress. And if you can't... Derren, this whole thing is stressful. This whole thing is a weight. So I handle it all the time. But if you're going to push me to the nth degree, then I'm either going to leave the building and not do this at all, or we can do what we agreed instead of changing it at the last moment, because that is just... I don't understand how you think that's going to help me do this well. You feel that healing power. You feel that healing power. Can you feel that?
Yeah, I feel it.
What's it like? What does it feel like?
It's a tingling feeling in my leg, man.
To give Nathan a bit of breathing space, we leave him at the hotel and head off to see the notorious local faith healer W.V. Grant. In 1996, Grant was found guilty of tax evasion and the undeclared use of $375,000 in donation money to buy a luxury home. He served 16 months in prison for that. Grant has gone right back to what he does best, ministering from an ex-car showroom on the outskirts of the city and broadcasting his services worldwide on a live internet stream.
There it is, in the name of Jesus. When you get up, you won't have that cancer.
He's still making miraculous and wide-ranging claims for the results people can get, from increasing their wealth to curing life-threatening illnesses without the need of medical help.
You're restored. You're getting a new liver. You're getting 2 new kidneys on both sides.
We knew we would never get permission to film openly, so we allocated tiny spy cameras to different members of the team in preparation for some secret filming. This is a high-risk venture. Being discovered by Grant's security could jeopardize our whole mission in Dallas, as we know people have been detained and questioned when suspected of covert filming. But we feel that the gamble is justified to potentially highlight what we suspect may be going on. With another camera hidden in the car outside, we attempt to try and record everything that happens and not just what's chosen for streaming on Grant's website. So, carefully scattered amongst the faithful today in the former car showroom with its garish drapes and small stage are our sound man, the producer, my co-writer, my makeup artist, and me. Just as with many of the faith healers we've observed, Grant picks people in the audience about whom God has apparently given him information.
There's 5 letters in your first name and 5 letters in your last name.
Right.
Nick. Somebody named Nick. Nicole. Nicole.
He constantly stresses that he has no prior knowledge of these people and that they've not told this information to anyone.
You not told this to anybody?
No.
You hadn't told this to anybody? No, I didn't tell this to anybody.
No.
But before the service started and the internet camera was switched on, we were all asked to fill in a contact card asking for personal details, just like the prayer cards we'd seen used in other ministries.
And also, would you keep your hands raised? Our ushers are going to give you a little information card to fill out with your name and address.
My producer David has written down his name as James.
Today, my name's going to be James Lee. My secret camera is going to be hidden behind this button.
This is a simple test to see if Grant is using the information from the cards to tell people's names.
Come here, brother.
So when David's called up, we all wait with bated breath to see if the Holy Spirit will discern his real name.
You've not talked to me.
No.
And God said, I came here to restore you. I brought you, there's a 5-letter word that begins with a J. James?
Yeah.
Your name is James?
Yeah, that's my name.
So it seems that Grant's inspired knowledge may be less than supernatural.
Somebody give the Lord a big hand.
All this simply by sowing a seed and investing in Jesus financially through Pastor Grant himself.
That's right. If you're writing a check, make it out to Eagles Nest Cathedral. It'll be tax deductible. If you want to sell a credit card, bring that down. I'll touch it. Somebody will run it. There are 4 people here that can sow a couple $100 into our ministry today, and somebody can sow a couple thousand. Then God's going to give you the FFO, the faith and favor and opportunity to become a millionaire for His glory.
Although I'm not chosen for healing, I do leave with a present showcasing Grant's singing talents.
Woo! We got a CD.
The reason for choosing an ordinary person to be a faith healer is to show, as I believe, that the healing is not God's work. Anyone, having been taught certain tricks and techniques, can do it. As you know, pain is a very subjective thing, whether it's the adrenaline of a big show or just somebody telling them with enough confidence that the pain is gone. There are many videos online of street faith healers supposedly curing the sick. So on a cold Dallas morning, I take our former scuba diver out to see if he can do the same. This will be more of a challenge than working with a receptive congregation, but I think Nathan's ready to do it.
Any ailment? Tell me about it right now. Pastor James, you got any pains? Have you got any pains?
I had pain in my leg. I had surgery right here. They said it was in that pain. I had a rod put in, and always when it get cold, it's always...
So you got a plate in there? You got a plate?
Yes, sir, right here.
The first person we find is in persistent pain from a metal plate in his leg.
It hurts a lot, right? So when you get up, I bet when you get up from a chair or from here, you got to push yourself up with your arms. Whereas when you were younger, you just sprung up, right? Yeah, right. I'm going to put my hands on your leg, okay? And I want you to think about the pain you're in right now, okay? And that's a 10, okay?
Nathan knows the techniques. This is his moment of truth.
Dear Lord, this man's plate in his leg is causing so much pain. That plate's so cold. You're warming it up right now, Lord. You're warming it up right now. I can feel the man shaking in your power. I can feel the man shaking in your power, Lord. You get that pain right out. You get that cold right out. You get that. Can you feel that?
Yes.
Can you feel it?
What's it like? What does it feel like? What can you feel?
It's a tingling feeling in my leg now.
Stand right up. Stand right up. You don't have to push up. You don't see? You didn't have to push up this time, right? Remember we were talking about it? You had to push up?
The man is very moved and staggered that his pain has gone.
You told me that pain was a 10 before, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What's that pain in that left leg right now? It's reduced, hasn't it? That pain? 0. High five. You got any aches and pains?
From what?
Your back? Lower back? So I want you to remember, what I want you to remember right now is how bad that pain is right now. Imagine that's a level 10, okay? Lord, let the power of your Holy Spirit pass through this man. Let that pain be gone so this man can move freely. Amen. I can feel that heat. Can you feel that? Because I can feel there's a lot of heat. It's all here. Stand up for me. So it's a 10 before, right? So it's a 10. So what is it now?
3, 2.
3, 2. Can you touch your toes? Did you do that so easily?
Did you do that before, properly?
No.
You couldn't do that before?
No, I had a car wreck like 2 months ago.
You were in a car wreck 2 months ago and you've had a pain in your back since then. What did it feel like?
It's gone.
Praise be to God.
These people aren't really being healed, but they are experiencing pain relief brought about by suggestion. Nathan heightens their expectation and they respond accordingly, their minds, at least for a while, not feeling any pain.
Put your hand on top of mine.
It works on every single volunteer.
Can you feel that? Because I can feel something happen there.
You feel it? Yeah.
Yeah? What I want you to do, extend your legs, put your feet into my hands. Okay?
He even tries the old leg lengthening routine.
So this leg is shorter by an inch. Can you see that difference?
Telling people their problems are caused by having one leg shorter than the other, and then manipulating a shoe to create the illusion that a leg is lengthened.
Stand up, walk.
A favourite trick performed by healers who claim that it's real.
Jesus has healed you, right?
Afterwards, we tell all the people Nathan healed the true nature of what we're doing. This guy isn't really a faith healer. We carry on finding more people and keep getting the same positive results. Is that more difficult to do before?
Yeah.
So with a 100% success rate, Pastor James has healed the sick. I'm astonished
at how effortless it is. But the nature of pain is clearly so subjective that in the same way that you don't